Hello friends, welcome to Audiobook Daily. Today we'll talk about Biography book of Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. In the quiet California garage of a small suburban home, a young boy with intense eyes and a restless mind tinkered endlessly with circuits and machines. He was adopted, unsure where he belonged, but certain of one thing. He was put on this planet to create something that would change it. That boy was Steve Jobs. Long before Apple became a global revolution, long before the iPhone reshaped how humanity connects, there was simply a dreamer, hungry, imperfect, brilliant, and unafraid to challenge the world. The story of Steve Jobs is not just the story of technology. It is the story of believing in a vision so fiercely that reality bends to meet it. Walter Isaacson's biography captures the wild, contradictory, genius-driven life of a man who refused to live an ordinary life. Jobs believed that great things are created by those bold enough to think differently and stubborn enough not to give up. The early spark. Jobs grew up fascinated by electronics, thanks to his father, who taught him craftsmanship and respect for quality. When he met Steve Wozniak, a shy engineering wizard, the spark was instant. Jobs had the vision, had the genius. Together, in that small garage, they built the Apple I, unaware that the world of personal computing was about to be transformed forever. With the Apple II, the company exploded. But Jobs wasn't just selling computers, he was selling a philosophy, technology with soul. He insisted machines should be beautiful, intuitive, and elegant, not just functional. His obsession with perfection was both his greatest gift and his deepest flaw. The rise, the ego, and the fall. Apple soared, but Jobs' intensity often clashed with employees and board members. His perfectionism, mood swings, and reality distortion field both inspired and exhausted the people around him. Finally, after disagreements over the Macintosh team and strategic direction, Jobs was forced out of the company he co-founded. For most people, this would have been the end. But for Steve, it was the beginning. The comeback seeds. After leaving Apple, Jobs founded Next, an advanced computer company 2 ahead of its time, and bought a small animation studio from George Lucas called Pixar. Pixar became a revolution in storytelling, releasing Toy Story, the first fully computer-animated film. It proved Jobs didn't just understand technology, he understood creativity, art, and emotion. Meanwhile, Apple struggled without him. Ironically, the company that fired him needed him back. A return that changed the world. When Apple acquired Next, Jobs returned home, not as a broken man, but as a wiser leader. What followed became one of the greatest comebacks in business history. Jobs simplified Apple's chaotic product line, redesigned its culture, and reignited its identity. Then came the masterpieces. The iMac, fun, colorful, personal. The iPod, 1,000 songs in your pocket. iTunes, a new era of digital music. The iPhone, a supercomputer in your hand. The iPad, a new category of device. He didn't just create products, he created experiences. He stood on stage like a magician unveiling the future. Each launch felt like witnessing history. The mind behind the magic. Isaacson paints Jobs as a paradox. He was inspirational, yet harsh. He was a perfectionist, yet deeply intuitive. He meditated for calm, yet lived with intensity. He craved simplicity, yet was emotionally complex. Jobs believed that great products emerged from merging art and technology. He once said, "The best ideas are at the intersection of humanities and sciences." His design philosophy was simple but radical. End-to-end control. Simplicity above all else. Care about every detail, even the invisible ones. Build tools that empower the mind. Facing mortality. When Jobs was diagnosed with cancer, life forced him to reflect on mortality, meaning, and legacy. Yet even weakened, he pressed forward with relentless passion. He knew time was limited, so every decision mattered. In his final years, he shaped Apple's future leadership, refined products already years ahead, and ensured the company's DNA would outlive him. His Stanford speech captured his philosophy. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. On October 5, 2011, the world lost a visionary, but not his vision. The legacy. Jobs didn't just leave behind devices. He left a mindset: dare to be bold. Think differently. Pursue what you love. Never settle. His story reminds us that greatness is not born from comfort, but from courage. The courage to dream, to fail, to rise, and to try again. Like the boy in the garage, all of us carry the potential to build something extraordinary. Thank you for listening. See you in next Audiobook Daily.